8 traits that can lead to others disrespecting you if they are found in you. And these traits are inspired by the novelistic philosophy. 1. Excessive selfishness. Selfishness is not just about loving oneself, but about always prioritizing your own interests. When your thoughts and feelings are only focused on your personal gain, you easily disregard the needs and feelings of others. Excessive selfishness can manifest in several ways, such as not caring about others' emotions or only interacting with them when you have something to gain. When your life revolves around yourself, people stop respecting you because they feel you don't appreciate or care for them. Philosophically, selfishness contradicts fundamental human principles that advocate for cooperation and mutual understanding. The philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre, for example, believed that a person is defined through their relationships with others and can only realize themselves in a genuine connection with those around them. Selfishness destroys these relationships and isolates the person socially. Excessive selfishness becomes a problem when it causes you to exclude others or make them feel unimportant in your life. In such cases, respect for you becomes impossible. 2. Arrogance. Arrogance is an exaggerated sense of self-worth and the belief that you are superior to others. An arrogant person thinks they are better than everyone, and this is often shown in their behavior and actions, such as constant boasting or belittling others. Arrogance makes a person live in their own world, feeling they don't need others, which leads to a loss of respect from them. From a philosophical perspective, arrogance is a form of self-blindness, where a person loses the ability to see themselves as they truly are, living in a bubble of false praise and admiration. Friedrich Nietzsche, for example, rejected the idea that one's self-worth should be defined by how others perceive them. He believed inner strength should define a person's identity. However, Nietzsche also understood that those who go beyond humility and drown in arrogance isolate themselves from the world and eventually face social rejection. Arrogance often comes with insulting others or devaluing them in order to elevate oneself. As a result, people stop respecting you. 3. Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is a state of contradiction between what is said and what is done, or between the different stances a person adopts in their life. A hypocritical person presents one image of themselves to others, but when you're away from them, they show a completely different side. This may appear in saying one thing and acting the opposite, or appearing virtuous while manipulating others behind the scenes. From a philosophical standpoint, hypocrisy is a form of deceit that undermines a person's moral value. The philosopher Immanuel Kant, for instance, emphasized that the guiding principle of human behavior should be good intentions and integrity. Thus, when hypocrisy appears in actions, it shows that a person is lacking in honesty, which is essential for respect in social relations. People who show hypocrisy in their behavior often face a loss of trust. Once people realize you don't live by your words, respect for you begins to fade. 4th, domination. Domination is a behavior that seeks to control others, whether in personal relationships or at work. A dominating person always seeks to be in charge of everything and believes that they should make all the decisions. This can manifest through excessive control, forcing others to make certain choices or imposing your opinions on everyone. From a philosophical point of view, the philosopher Hegel believed that freedom is the cornerstone of human relationships. If a relationship is based on domination, it loses this vital element. The person who dominates does not give others space to express themselves or make decisions, and thus loses their respect. Philosophy argues that domination destroys the sense of personal freedom and leads to resistance from others. Dominating people are often viewed as oppressive and struggle to build healthy, balanced relationships. When people feel they are being exploited or controlled, their respect for you declines. 5. Indifference. Indifference is a state of not caring or disregarding the feelings of others. When you show that you are not concerned with what is happening to others, or you fail to acknowledge their feelings, your relationship with them becomes shallow or insignificant. Indifference does not just mean not intervening in others' issues, but also means ignoring their suffering or failing to provide emotional support when they need it. Philosophically, indifference contradicts the concept of human brotherhood, which is considered fundamental in modern ethical philosophies. Philosopher John Rawls, for instance, emphasized justice and equality in dealing with others. The indifferent person lacks these values and shows others that they don't care about their feelings or needs. This results in a loss of deep respect from others. Indifference makes people feel unappreciated, which leads to the absence of respect for you. When it's believed that you don't care about others, people stop building a genuine relationship with you. 6. Constant flattery. Flattery is the act of constantly pretending or excessively praising others in order to gain a personal benefit. The person who flatters tends to say things they believe will make them liked or accepted, even if they are untrue. They may exaggerate praise to receive something in return, such as a position, money, or approval. Philosophically, flattery is seen as a form of deceit. Aristotle, for example, stressed the importance of honesty in social relationships and believed that respect arises from truthful interactions, not from trying to please others with false behavior. Constant flattery does not build real respect. It's simply a way to avoid confrontation or to gain a temporary benefit. Flattery makes a person appear insincere and dishonest. When people realize that you don't express your true opinions but are just trying to please them for personal reasons, they begin to lose respect for you. 7. Avoidance of responsibility. When you constantly avoid responsibility and place the blame on others or circumstances instead of taking ownership of your mistakes, it shows others that you are immature or weak. A person who does not take responsibility for their actions is seen as untrustworthy and difficult to respect. This behavior reflects emotional and mental immaturity, as well as a lack of competence. From a philosophical perspective, philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre believed that responsibility is integral to human existence. When a person avoids responsibility, they expose themselves to psychological confusion and create an unstable environment around them. Avoiding responsibility may result in a loss of trust from others, and thus their respect for you diminishes. 8. Aggression. Aggression is hostile behavior towards others. It can manifest in various forms, such as verbal or physical attacks, or even constant threats. An aggressive person always reacts with conflict or attack instead of understanding or dialogue. This trait demonstrates poor communication skills and puts the person in negative situations with others. Philosophically, aggression is often viewed as a sign of a person's inability to cope with challenges peacefully. Philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer, for example, believed that an aggressive person reflects a weakness in their ability to handle challenges calmly. Aggression yields counterproductive results as it causes others to avoid you rather than respect you. Aggression makes people feel fear or discomfort around you, which leads to a decline in their respect for you. This detailed translation should provide a clear understanding of the 8 traits that can lead to a loss of respect from others.